have done it.
Thinking unwise for anybody to mess with us at this point. Nope, nope. Things to kill or experience. Fight, 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 fight.
Enemy ahead.
Come on, guys.
What the?
Yep. Ooh.
Of course. As you desire.
Stun me, will you? Nope.
And so I shall. Over here. So I shall. As you desire. There you go! Oh, I see!
I think we work well together.
Ah, no.
Alright, now that I got that out of my system.
My thanks.
Aren't you a little short for a guard?
Funny. Very funny. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If Hal's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Can I switch? Nope. I thought maybe I could. Any goods in here? Nope, fine. Oh, how convenient.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'm here to free Honora, who was held captive.
Don't be ridiculous. The Queen isn't being held prisoner here or anywhere else. Her father would never stand for such a thing.
She's right here. Tell her, Honora.
What?
Sir Catherine! Praise the Maker you're here. This brigand tried to kidnap me.
The inevitable double cross. What?
Unbelievable. Bring them down! Loghain wants the Warden, dead or alive!
Well, was gonna suck.
Just get along. No?
Ooh. Spell. Shit. Spell. Revival.
So I shall.
Yeah, I refuse to lose this fight. Oh shit, there it goes, made.
Alright. As you desire. Delighted. And so I shall. As you desire. Alright.
I'm glad they take on the opportunity to kill Loghain's guard too.
Shame about the thing. Be careful! Alright. Ha! What to do? So I shall. Oh no, you don't!
You guys just really stepped up into the wrong fight.
As you desire. All right, and so I shall. Now let's get some fun. Of course. All right. As you desire.
I never liked this part.
Delighted. Of course. So I shall.
Well, that was a nice little battle. I see the way it's usually supposed to work is you're supposed to get your ass handed to you, and then you get thrown into jail, and then there's a little breakout scene where your party tries to come save you, but as you can see, you can survive it, like I did, and continue from there. Which was unfortunate for Loghain's right-hand woman, because she just believed him so much in what he was trying to do that unfortunately she died for it.
Delighted.
I mean, killing her was never really a part of the plan. But unfortunately that's what it came down to. And of course, a Nord betrayed us. Surprise, surprise. And I mean, it's like, who would set her up to be queen? Makes no sense. She's looking out for herself. She wants to remain in power. Let's go back to the market district to sell lots of crap. Then tell Oral Eamon about Honor's betrayal, and then she'll be like, oh, I had to do it. Excuses. No. I don't believe you. I don't trust you. I can't wait to overthrow you and put Alistair on the throne. The man of the people.
As there is but one road.
And after much sweat, blood, and
Who have given their love.
Nothing
Good to see you
there.
again.
Thanks for the help.
Head to the Gnarled Noob Tavern.
Did you see Wolf's?
Whoever you are,
I heard West Hill
Wait.
was fallen to Darkspawn.
I know you. Poor Oswin obviously didn't recognize you. He described you in great detail, but never mentioned you were a Cousland. I owe you his life.
I would leave no man to suffer at Oral House hands.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish House still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
No, I need no thanks for simple compassion.
You are as modest as you are noble. Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Banorn. I'll speak with her about this at once. Your lands are in the south.
Wonderful. Another one. I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. You're the youngest Cousland, aren't you? Probably looking for coin or men to take your Ternir back then. You're better off asking the Darkspawn. They hold West Hills now.
I didn't know the West Hills had fallen. I'm sorry.
Well, I can see how you might miss it. All of southern Ferelden covered by black clouds, the ground rotting beneath your feet, plagues and darkspawn raids going on until even the crows get sick of the smell of carrion. What's a little trifle like that when compared to the important troubles here in Denerim? There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway. There's nothing more to say. Pester someone.
Rosalind's health requires us to be in town, you understand? Did you see Wolf's face would be right? I heard it.
Good job clearing those lads out.
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
No, the Blackstone regulars.
What can I get you, stranger?
Let me see what you have.
Right.
Because I'm going to just sell you a whole bunch of weapons that you have nothing you can do with. Nope. Gloves of Guile. Nope. Don't need acid flasks. Or those. Damn, cleared me out of a lot of stuff. Funny enough, has everything I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 62 flasks, 99 concentration agents. I'm sorry, distillation agents. Concentration agents can cost even more. Ooh, look at the price of that.
I am ready.
We'll get more elf fruit later.
Ask me anything. What do you suppose even... May I help you?
I was asked to give this to you.
This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
You might ask Loghain.
Loghain? What does my brother have to do with him?
He was in the dungeon. Let's see. He's in the dungeon of the Jarl of Denerim's estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. You're Bryce Cousland's youngest, are you not? I thought I recognized you. Take this. It's been in my family for generations. Let it be a sign of the friendship between High Ever and Waking Sea. Let me know if you want some of my bowmen when you take back your Tairnir as well.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm engaged.
Huh?
Who returned to their lands to reign?
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. There's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
Not nobody else really to talk to.
I am the son of this wonderful...
Back to the estate. Let's go ahead and deal with her and see what excuse she's going to come up with. Oh, dealt with Hal. Told you he was going to get what he deserved. Got a lot of the nobles to realize how screwed up the situation is and already turned in my favor. See what more we can do.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. After your rather alarming lack of subtlety, I feared the worst for you. I prayed for your safe return.
What? You betrayed me.
Well, what did you expect me to do? You announced me to my father's most trusted lackey. Did the purpose of my disguise entirely escape you? I barely managed to slip away from her when we reached the palace. I am hoping that, despite our unfortunate beginning, we can still work together. Will you hear me out?
You asked her help for a reason.
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Is there no way to reason with him?
I thought so. I'd hoped so. Hal's influence was strong. His death can only be a good thing. But even that will not be enough. I know my father, and he is committed to his course. He will see this through, no matter what. You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And we should trust you. Why?
You don't need to trust me. We have the same goal. That is far better than trust. I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
You know what? She does make some good points, I'm not gonna lie. However...
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
As I was saying... Actually, no, I kind of forgot. Shit! in regards to her, I remember, she made some interesting points, which are fair points, but throughout tales, and even history, there have been people who've come to power which never really had experience with leading and have turned out to be amazing leaders. And that's how I feel it would be for Alistair. Especially because I'm not going to trust somebody who lies and is deceitful. And that's already what Loghain is to begin with. That makes her almost no different. Loghain is the only trouble I care about.
Loghain is the problem at hand, yes. We need to do all we can to erode his support before we call the Landsmeet.
What do you think he's doing in the alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
What do you think Honora's trouble, other than the obvious?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
I've got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Fair enough. Hey, there you are.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear Howe's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city.
Could you tell me about the vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
So I was hoping you could learn a bit more about Grey Wardens.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
How many Wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lad, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
I guess that's it. That's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
If one more servant up, what comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of
Go
questions. What comes, my friend? We are hardly alone, so privacy.
So what
is
do I
not
have to
an
do to
option.
get on your good side?
It is your question, however. Ask what
Okay,
you will.
oh wait, that was rude of me. So what do I have to do to get on your good side?
You are already on my good side, such as it is. Or do you seek something else? Something more intimate?
I think I'm ready to move forward, yes.
Oh, good to know that. Let me see. I would expect favor to come with a price. Perhaps you would be willing to pay a compliment. Is that too much?
You are brilliant and amazing.
I suppose stating the obvious will have to do. Very well, then. You are on my good side. Best watch your step that you don't fall off. If one more... What comes, my friend?
Before I tackle the alienage, I did say I would help Ogren find his old flame. I'm a man of my word.
Yes.
So you know, shall we get to this one out? Pigeon crap. Indeed.
Indeed.
Alright. Before we travel into the alienage, we'll go ahead and take care of that one final little side story for your party members. Aww, Gaxing the Unbound's the most powerful. And I didn't slay it. Damn it. Plymouth was up there for a while though. Still proud of that kill. Boost you up a bit. You can get your dexterity up a little bit. No, your dexterity's fine actually. Let's focus on your willpower. Still love a new shield I got from Gaxing though. Definitely goes real well with Starfang. To Lake Calenhad. Real quick. Little detour. Oh, and the dead Reaver bodies are still there.
Good to see you. Good to see you again.
Let me select. There you go. That's what I'm trying to get to. No, still nothing, I guess.
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it?
What do you mean, back you up?
Just follow my lead, you know?
Let me talk to her first. She might be married now.
Hadn't thought of that. Find out how much she misses old Ogren or who I have to kill, and then I'll go sweep her off her feet. That's me, Mr. Charm.
Oh, anything but, Ogren. Anything but.
What can I get for you? And don't say mead. We ran out of that a week ago. And don't say rum, either. Ran out the day before yesterday. And don't say brandy.
When did you run out of brandy?
Oh, we haven't yet. It's just terrible. We got it from a shady Orlesian trader, and I think it might really be turpentine.
Felsi! I need tables clean, girl!
I've got a customer.
Your name is Felsi?
Aye. Who wants to know?
You don't happen to know a fellow named Ogren, do you?
Did you have to bring his name up? I just ate.
So you're not exactly a fan of his, then?
You could say that. You could also say I would rather kiss a deep stalker on the lips than see him again.
What happened between you two?
What happened? Is that a serious question? Have you met Ogren? He got drunk. Drunker than usual, even. Took off his pants and challenged a roast nug to a wrestling match at my father's funeral.
Ooh.
He lost, by the way. The roast got him in an arm lock. He sat there crying for half an hour before someone pulled it off him.
How did he lose to a piece of meat?
It was a sodding good roast.
Felsi, what in Andraste's name are you doing? The tables, girl!
All right! I've got to get back to work.
That guy's kind of a dick.
I got work to do. I don't need to think about that sodding waste.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today?
You're just looking around.
Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
I guess talk to Ogren.
Well, what did she say?
She hasn't exactly forgiven you for that nug incident.
Ah, that fight was rigged. Anyway, the guards said it wasn't worth pressing charges, so she's no call to hold a grudge. Did she say anything else?
Oh, go get her.
Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Well, look what the nug dragged in. I should have known you were in the neighborhood, by the stench. What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
This man took on an army of golems almost single-handed.
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well,
He was looking for you, actually.
you know, I was thinking about our days together back in Orzammar.
Oh, so you mean you didn't find another girl willing to put up with you pissing on the table? I'm shocked.
It's a sign of affection.
I'm gonna whisper to Ogren, tell her you've been thinking of her.
I've been thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want, Ogren?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe that and grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto.
I want to play a good wingman instead of saying we should get going. Admit it, Ogren is much more fun than the men around here.
If by fun you mean more likely to light farts on fire, yes.
Oh well, it's been fun, Felsi, but I better go.
Don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out. Actually, who am I kidding? Go ahead and let it. Indulge yourself.
Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't going to go ahead and just lie. And even if I were to lie and say he was doing all these things, and I mean, she would only like him for the glory and the status, which wouldn't be worth it either anyways. Can't say that he's changed, because that'd be a lie, because he really hasn't. He's still good old Ogren. Drunk and always ornery.
Thunder Humper.
They're always ready to start a fight. Your races, the race that you choose, as well as the class that you choose, is going to have different identifiers that are going to have different effects as far as the